Good morning and happy Shamanic Sundays. Hi, Dad.
Good morning. Good morning to you and everybody listening. Oh, here and later.
Yeah, good morning. Hello to our community out there. And thank you for joining us this day or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here. And we join together for Shamanic Sundays to create another channel, another portal to bring through the wisdom teachings that you have been given and gained and earned and grown and blossoming in your life, Dad, with your work with Indigenous teachers, with nature, Mother Nature wisdom, and a psychologist, all those good places that you've been doing your planting of seeds to grow and learn and polish up your stardust, as you say. So you want to start us off in the spirit of sacred reciprocity with a prayer before we ask our question for this week.
Con mucho gusto. It's my pleasure. Just taking a moment to still and to quiet from whatever activities we've been involved with today that vibrated our energy fields in whatever ways they did. Just taking a few moments to still, to breathe out. Let go of any energies from the day of what may have been triggered that doesn't serve our being really present to the breath flowing into us of light that comes from you, Great Spirit, Creator, Creator of this universe. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the breath of life flowing softly into us, but with so much power, the power of life, Kapuri, Mana, Chi, life force, creative wisdom, power of the universe flowing into us. Gratitude for this breath of life, gratitude for our ancestors. We remember you here. Gratitude for ancestor spirits of the land we live on. We remember you here. Gratitude for our families. Gratitude for our communities. Gratitude for the community of Live Love Now and all of you listening. Thank you for this opportunity through your initiative, Kimberly. You're listening to have us join together in this Live Love Now way. Shamanic Sundays. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And may we use this time together, joining our hearts, minds, and spirits to open ourselves up, open our hearts, open our minds, our souls, our spirits, and polish up the luminous light that we are to be able to shine a little brighter, a little stronger into the energy field of the world through all our relations that needs more healing, light, and sweet medicine, which we all are capable of sharing because at the essence of our being, we are all, through grace, sweet medicine. Ho, umbrios. Right.
Thank you. Pamparios. Um, when you just said Pamparios, it made me think of the Huichol video that we were just checking out last week from one of your early times in your years, 13 years of going down to the Sierra Madres and doing pilgrimage with them. And that was so cool to find that old video. And when the time is right, we'll be sharing it with you all. So, yeah.
One correction 11 years of pilgrimage.
11 years. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've been down to be in the village more than 11 times, but it was 11 years of pilgrimage to Wirikuta. We got to stay with the facts.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. The
Okay.
facts. Okay.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
facts bring us right to our question of the week that some would say, well, let's just go with it. One of our community members asking about her ancestors, in particular her mother and father, who've been in the spirit world for a period of time, and wondering about how to listen to them or to invite their wisdom teachings in for receiving signs, love, teachings, wisdom from them. So I believe it's a fact that we can open different channels and portals, and that just because people are not here with us physically, we are still connected. in some energetic way. So could you give us some tools and reflections on that, Dad?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, well, we are connected always in the essence of our being, in which there's no separation in time and space. So that connection on the deepest level of our being always is there, is always here, right now, sacred right now. So when we want to connect or make a connection, open a doorway to connection with our ancestor spirits, I think it's helpful to think about when you're inviting some really honored guests to your home for dinner. And so you clean the house up. You make the house all clean and sparkly and shiny, is whatever that means for you. And then you set a table. You get your finest linen out and your finest silverware and your candles, and you prepare a healthy and scrumptious meal that you know or hope the guests will enjoy. And in that way, you make a good home for the people you're inviting, the guests you're inviting, to feel welcome, to feel appreciated, to feel honored that you went to all this trouble to make a beautiful home for them. And so that opens up their hearts, and they feel that good warmth of being appreciated and cared about, and that you went to efforts to make that good home for them to come and visit and feel peaceful and accepted and joy and loved and cared for and respected. So I think that's a good way to think about opening the portal to connection with our ancestors. We want to make specific ones of our ancestors, mothers, fathers, whatever they might be, that we want to make a good home for their spirits, to feel welcome, to feel appreciated. And so if you maybe you already have an ancestor altar in your home, and if you don't, it's a good idea to make an ancestor altar at your home. And what does that consist of? It's a special designated place in your home, a table or a shelf or a bench or somewhere in your home that you set up with care and with attention to make it be beautiful. So you might place some flowers there. You might place a nice fabric on the top of that surface, and then you might put symbols there, objects that have meaning for you in terms of your intention to open the doorway for connection with your ancestor spirits, and pictures, photographs of those loved ones you'd like to connect with, and put all of those on the altar, and then create a ceremony. Burn some sage or some cedar or some sweetgrass with an open door to consecrate and designate this space, sharing your intention, taking your intention of why you're doing this. And then your offering, place a little nice little container or plate or a cup, and good to purify some cornmeal or some tobacco, to place a drink on there that your ancestors might like. Place a little food, some delicious food on a little plate there on your ancestor altar. And why do all of this? This is to open the portal as you consecrate that space there, to share your intention. First of all, gratitude. Open the doorway with your intention to open that doorway to connection with ancestor spirits, because everything starts with intention. So you take responsibility with full empowerment to speak your intention, what it is you seek, opening the doorway to connection with your loved ones, family and friends, ancestors in the spirit world. And you share why that's important to you. You share the truth of why you want to do that, why you want to open conscious connection with them. And then you also give thanks for their lives, express gratitude in your heart for their lives and for all they struggled through and all their challenges that they met to be able to pass life on down to you. So gratitude in a way that's meaningful to you. Gratitude prayers, songs, chants, light a candle, have this candle there, sending that light, gathering up the vibrations of the food and the drink, and whatever sacred objects you place on your ancestor altar. And through that open doorway, envision a doorway opening through time and space to connection with your ancestor spirits, through which that opening you send your gratitude gifts to them for their lives. And it's important to do this coming from your heart. So it's not just empty words coming from your mouth, because we all know how easy it is to move our mouth up and down and make noise. But it takes a little more effort to drop down, down into our hearts and open our hearts. So the gratitude we send to our ancestors is real. They can feel it, that it's real. It's coming from our hearts. And with that open doorway, it may be that our ancestor spirits, your ancestor spirits, may need some healing, may need some forgiveness, may need some appreciation, may need some love that you can send to them through that open portal of your gratitude, sending your love as gratitude from your heart to them for their lives, and sending healing, light, and love to them. It's most likely, whatever our ancestor origin are, at some point our ancestors were treated in a hurtful way by whomever. And at some point in our ancestors' lives, at some point they treated others in a hurtful way. So it's hard for messages to come through a channel that's blocked. So there may be a need for some healing and some forgiveness with the ancestor spirits. Sending it to them, helping their spirits to heal from wounds that were unhealed and passed on down through the generations. And the buck can stop with you, helping to clean out, transform, let go hurtful patterns, identities, ways of being with self, with other, with earth, with animals, with plants, with life, with spirit. Through that open channel, opening the channel. So if there's any blocked energy of judgments, fear, constriction, guilt, shame, go to those places, go to those blockages with your open heart and clean them out, open them up, release them, let them go with compassion, with empathy, with understanding, polishing up stardust through time and space. So those channels can be open. So the ancestor spirits, mother and father, whoever they may be in the spirit world, feels appreciated, feels the love, the gratitude, the healing, the support, and feels from the energy that you're sending to them that's real, that's heartfelt, real, the sincerity of what you're seeking to establish this conscious connection, and to be able to receive whatever guidance and support and inspiration and help and creativity and healing and love they can send to you from the spirit world, because they want your life to work. They worked hard in their own lives to pass life on. Their ceremonies, their rituals, their initiation rites, all the things they did and whatever traditions they carried, going back to the beginning, to pass life on down through generations. And we are the fruit of the work of our ancestor spirits, for good and for bad. So see the bad, whatever there is, clean it up. Open up those pipes, clean it up, whatever needs to be cleaned up. So the pipes are open, and the ancestor spirits feel the sincerity of all of that work, and they see and feel and they get, because it's real, how you've made a good home for them. You've made a beautiful, good, respectful home for them. And so the doorway's open now. The passageway is open. thanking them and letting them know that you are opening yourself to receive their guidance and blessing for your life in whatever way it comes through the opening portal, that the doorway is open when you're in with gratitude, with love, with appreciation. And don't expect immediate results. This work in the sacred mystery, it's bigger than pushing a button on a computer or a cell phone or some kind of technology like that. Great Spirit works in mysterious ways in divine timing. So don't expect be attached to immediate direct message from mother or dad or ancestor spirits. It may come immediately. It certainly is possible, but don't expect it, because it takes a little time, as in all relationships, when you haven't been there for a while, given positive love and appreciation to the person, and then all of a sudden you come knocking on their door and asking for something. It may take them a little while to kind of just feel into it and make sure everything's safe, make sure you're being sincere, and also seeing if you're a test of your sincerity, of your willingness or your desire to have this contact, if you're willing to give of yourself every day. So after you finish your initial ceremony, opening up the doorway, the portal, the Neorika, to and from the ancestor spirit world to you, then the next day, tomorrow, if you set that ancestor altar up today, or if you've already fed it today, and you get up tomorrow, or you're given the gift of life tomorrow, then as part of your waking up routine, go to your ancestor altar and give thanks. Open that doorway up, open that portal up feed your ancestor spirits with a song, with a prayer, with again, some little bit of food on a plate, some liquid that they might like, and the candles and the beauty of the flowers or whatever else you put on the altar there to make it a sweet place for the ancestor spirits, a good home for them to want to come and be there. And so when you feed your ancestor spirits like that on a regular basis, if it's taken them some time to respond, each day you feed those ancestor spirits through your work at the ancestor altar, they're seeing a demonstration through your actions, not just words, but a demonstration through your actions, the sincerity of your desire to connect with them as you continue each day to feed them with gratitude, sending healing light and love to them for their being, and letting them know the doorway is open for whenever they're ready to receive, for you to receive with welcome heart, welcome mind, welcome spirit, how they might send support and help to you in your life. So in that context, since we don't know how the ancestor spirits might speak to you, it's important to watch, be mindful, be observant, have your witness function turned on through your practices in the morning to polish up your stardust and create conscious mindfulness and being alive, and through all your different senses, to recognize they may come through your dreams. I see my ancestor spirits many times in the dreaming. I always love to see them. And it may come through your dreams. It may come through a body sensation that you go to. Oh, what is that? There's an ache or a pain or an itch or something. You just bring your awareness to it and open the doorway, and then there might be mom, there might be dad, with a message, with some information, with some support to you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your body. Listen to your feelings. Watch with mindfulness what happens around you, what we call serendipity. You could be driving down the road on the freeway or something and go past a sign that you see by the side of the road that you've driven by 100 times before, but you never really noticed. And as you're driving, your attention is suddenly brought to the sign, and you might see something on that sign You know, who knows? It might be an ad like for milk or something on the sign, and you just see that sign, and there's a cow, and there's somebody holding a glass of milk and shiny face, and you see that, and all of a sudden it triggers a memory of how your grandma or your mother would bring you warm chocolate milk when you weren't feeling good, and you were lying in bed, and they just bring that to you, and how much that love from them touched you then, and all of a sudden the doorway opens, and there's that spirit of that mother or grandmother or whatever it is, just bringing some love and support to you through the portal that opened in that moment, through the sign you saw driving down the road. So pay attention to everything with humility, because you don't know how your ancestor spirits might speak to you. And especially pay really good mindful attention when you're at your altar, giving them their thanks and their gratitude, and you have a particular problem or challenge that you need help with, then let them know about that. Just let them know about that, what's going on for you, and how it's affecting you, and what you're seeking of guidance and help to do what, toward what ends. Just let it all pour out to them, and know they're hearing it, they're getting it, and in their love for you, wanting your life to work, they'll start cooking up the medicine to send to you. And so you can start giving thanks for that, giving thanks to them, giving thanks to mother, to dad, whomever it is of the ancestor spirits you're seeking to connect with, for that which they're already cooking up, and it's on its way to you. So you give thank you, grandma, thank you, mama, thank you, daddy, thank you for your love and support and sending me the help that I need to meet this challenge, and open the doorway to work with it skillfully to bring through fullest blossom and greatest good for my life, or for your family, or for whatever it is that you're praying for. Thank you. And in that heartfelt gratitude, the sincerity of it, that opens the doorway wider and wider and wider. So taking a moment for all of us to open the portal in our mind, to let the boundary of separation between us and our loved ones in the spirit world. That's a thought form based on perception of the physical bodies no longer being here, and therefore we're disconnected. True that. Physical bodies no longer here. And true that. The love is still here. The relationships continue deep down and through our hearts, but the love that doesn't end, that's infinite. I had a quote, I read a quote from Rumi this morning, and that speaks about how all the things that we see with our physical eyes will someday not be here anymore. But that which is infinite is love, and love is the core of our soul, of who and what we are. So may we all do the polishing up our stardust, to open the portal to our ancestor spirits for the love and support and appreciation and gratitude to flow back and forth between this middle world that we're living in now, those of us here, and the spirit world, which is always here. Great gratitude for our loved ones, friends in the spirit world, for our lives, and for this question that came in from one of you to help us all strengthen our ability to connect with our ancestor spirits for healing, for transformation, and showing up to do our part to heal the sacred hoop, fullest blossoming, greatest good. May it be so. Oh, umbrios. Hi.
Oh, thank you. You were on fire there, Dad. That was beautiful. We we
Fire,
usually we
fire.
usually do a reflection, I mean a visualization after the reflection answering the question, but I think you kind of covered that this week already.
Yeah, I was aware of as the energy was. You said I was on fire, and so I Tatawadi fire spirit. I opened the Tatawadi fire spirit to be a channel for it, and hopefully in a healing
Yep.
way. So I was aware as the words were coming through me, as I experienced it from Tatawadi, from the Great Spirit. I was aware. Oh, this is gonna be the visualization for the week. It's already happening, so I'll just let it flow.
You're like, done.
Yes.
The ancestor spirits were guiding you.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciated how you addressed the timing, because I've lost people, and that people I love have lost people. And then they've expressed how hard it is sometimes when they say, so many of my friends have seen, my husband, my mom, my brother in a dream or a vision, but they haven't come to me yet, you know. And so I really appreciate you addressing that, the timing is it's bigger than what we can put our finger on. So
Yeah. There's quite a difference between my ego's timing and divine timing, I notice.
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in this week, week ahead, we wish you all good timing, good flow, good trust and faith. And we'll see you again next week. Thanks for being here.
Oh,
Happy
quite
Shamanic
grandiose.
Sundays, bringing those good practices into the world. Bye.
Right.